Section 31 of the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri, translated by Courtney Langdon. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Inferno, Canto 31. The Edge of the Central Well. The Giants.
One and the self-same tongue first wounded me, so that it coloured both my cheeks, and then supplied me with the medicine required. Achilles and his father's lance, I hear, was likewise wont to be the source of, first, a sad, and after of a grateful gift. We turned our backs upon the woeful vale over the bank which girds it round about, and passed across without a single word. Here less than night it was, and less than day, so that my sight advanced not far, but here I heard a horn give forth so loud a sound that it had rendered any thunder faint. This led mine eyes, as counter to its path they followed, wholly to a single place. After the woeful rout, when Charlemagne the holy army of his knights had lost, Roland blew not so terrible a blast. I had not kept my head turned toward it long, when many lofty towers I seemed to see. I therefore, Teacher, say what town is this?
Since from the darkness from too far away thou peerest,
he replied,
it comes about that afterward thou errest in conceiving. If yonder thou attain, thou'lt clearly see how from far away one's senses are deceived. Hence onward urge thyself a little more.
Thereat he took my hand with kindly care, and said to me,
Ere further on we go, so that the fact may seem less strange to thee, know then that towers they are not, but giants, and all of them are standing in the well around the bank, each from his navel down.
As when a fog is thinning off, one's gaze little by little giveth shape to that, which since it packs the air the mist conceals. Even so, as through the dense dark air I pierced, and nearer drew and nearer to the brink, error in me took flight and fear increased. For, as upon its round enclosing walls Monteregione crowds itself with towers, thus o'er the margin which surrounds the well with one half of their bodies towered up those frightful giants, whom when from the sky he thunders Jupiter is threatening still. Already now was I distinguishing the face of one, his shoulders and his breast, most of his paunch, and down his sides both arms. When nature ceased from making animals like these, and took such executioners from Mars, she certainly did very well. And even if she of elephants and whales repent her not, whoever subtly looks holds her therein the more discreet and just. For where the reasoning faculty is joined to evil will, equipped with power to act, people can make against it no defence. His face appeared to me as long and big as is at Rome the pine cone of St. Peter's, and in proportion to it were his other bones, so that the bank, which from his middle down an apron was, showed quite so much of him above it, that of reaching to his hair 3 Frisians would have made a useless boast. For I full 30 spans of him perceived, down from the place at which one buckles cloaks.
Ruffle mea mec zarpi et almi.
The frightful mouth, to which no sweeter psalms were fitting, thereupon began to cry. Then toward him cried my leader,
Foolish soul, keep to thy horn, and vent thyself therewith, when wrath or other passion seizes thee. Search at thy neck, and thou wilt find the cord which holds it tight, O spirit of confusion, and see it lying on thy mighty breast.
To me then,
Self-accused he stands, for this is Nimrod, to whose evil thought is due that more than one tongue in the world is spoken. Let us leave him alone, nor talk in vain, for such is every tongue to him as his to others is, for that is known to none.
Then turning to the left we travelled on much further, and within a crossbow's shot we found the next one far more large and fierce. What was the master's power who girded him I cannot say, but this one had in front his left arm, and behind his back his right, tied by a chain, which downward from his neck held him so bound, that on the uncovered part it wound around as far as the 5th coil. My leader said to me,
Against Jove most high this proud soul wished to test his strength, and hence hath this reward. Ephialtes is his name. His haughty undertaking he attempted what time the giants caused the gods to fear. The arms he plied he moveth now no more.
And I to him, if possible it be, I'd gladly have these eyes of mine enjoy experience of the measureless Briareus. Then he replied,
Antis thou'lt behold not far from here, who speaks, and, since unbound, can set us at the bottom of all sin. He is much further on, whom thou wouldst see, and bound he is, and shaped like this one, save that more ferocious in his looks he seems.
There never was an earthquake strong enough to shake a tower with so much violence as Ephialtes quickly shook at this. Then more than ever yet did I fear death, nor for it was there need of more than fear, had it not been that I perceived his bonds. We thereupon proceeded further still, and to Antaeus came, who full 5 ells beside his head protruded from the pit.
O thou that in the valley fortune blessed, which once caused Scipio to inherit glory, when with his followers Hannibal took flight, once tookst 1,000 lions as thy prey, and who, hadst thou been at thy brethren's war on high, it seems that it is still believed the sons of earth had been the victors there. Pray set us down below, nor let disdain affect thee where the cold locks up Cocytus. Make us not go to Tityus or to Typhius. This man can give what most is longed for here. Stoop then, nor twist thy muzzle. He can still give fame to thee on earth, since he is living and still looks forward to long life, if grace recall him not untimely to itself.
The teacher thus. Then he in haste stretched out the hands, whose mighty pressure Hercules once felt, and took my leader. Virgil then, on feeling himself taken, said to me,
Come here, that I may take thee up.
And then so did, that he and I one bundle were. Such as the Carisenda seems, when viewed beneath its leaning side, whene'er a cloud sails o'er it so that opposite it hangs. Such did Antaeus seem to me, who watched to see him stoop, and such a moment 'twas, that I had gladly gone another road. But lightly at the bottom which devours Judas and Lucifer, he set us down. Nor, thus bent over, did he linger there, but raised himself, as on a ship a mast.
End of Inferno, Canto 31.